Have you ever heard about the disinformation game? If not, I'm going to explain it to you today using, once again, this excellent book, The KGB and Soviet Disinformation. Now, before I begin talking about the different scenarios of this game, I would like to give you a brief description of what it means, propagandistic disinformation. Disinformation messages frequently contain large segments of correct information and, to inspire confidence, may even criticize the leadership of the country from which the disinformation originates. The overall purpose is not only to deceive, but to cause damage to the target. Propagandistic disinformation takes many forms: rumors, leaked forged documents, campaigns organized in the world press with the help of agents of influence, books and radio and television campaigns, and of course nowadays as well internet and social media. But since the purpose of the message is to trigger a chain reaction in the mass media, choice of the best medium for surfacing the story is most important. Remember, when we're talking about intelligence agencies, we're talking about agencies that collect information and transform this in intelligence, in something that is well thought of to achieve the best possible results. Now let's look at what it means, this disinformation game, and I would like to remind you that of course this has been used by the KGB, but that does not mean that this same game has not been used by other intelligence agencies around the world. So here we have three different players that appear in the four different scenarios, and these players are the operator, the unwitting agent, and the adversary. Let's start by the operator. The operator is the author and conductor of an operation. So this could be really anything: an individual, an institution, a corporation, a country, an agency, anything. Then we have the adversary, which may be a foreign state, its ruling authorities, or even individual citizens of the state. Same scenario. In this case, if we're talking about the KGB, obviously it would have been the West. And the unwitting agent is a game player who is unaware of his true role and is exploited by the operator as a means of attacking the adversary. An unwitting agent can also be the target of countermeasures by an adversary who mistakes him for the real operator. So we're going to see here in the scenarios. The first scenario is quite basic. Obviously, we have the operator attacking through, as we're seeing, fraudulent documents, false information, the unwitting agent that will then attack the adversary. So the unwitting agent doesn't even understand what's going on, but will attack the adversary. We can see this usually in state coups. So if we have an intelligence agency that wishes to do a state coup to this adversary, so another country's government, they will use the public or they will use the media to then attack the adversary. The second scenario we have here is this one, where we see the operator attacking the adversary that will lead to the adversary attacking the unwitting agent and back and forth. In this case here, the operator strikes at the adversary who defends himself, but without clear and concrete evidence to the contrary, mistakes the unwitting agent for the real operator. So in this case, it's very common for us to see this happening where whoever is the operator is never even mentioned. So nobody has any idea that this operator even exists. So we're talking here about secret operations. Now the third scenario we have, this is quite straightforward, the operator attacking the adversary. This we have really no hidden agendas. Everyone knows who the operator is and who the adversary is. Very, very straightforward. And finally we have the last scenario here, which is the operator striking the adversary and the unwitting agent simultaneously. So this will trigger a reaction between these two. Now this is quite similar to this second scenario, but a little bit more complex. But as you can see, this disinformation game has many uses. As I mentioned, state coups, or just destroying the reputation of an individual, of an institution. So this is something that had been going on throughout the Cold War, and I strongly believe still goes on to this day. Now, let me know in the comments what you think about this disinformation game. What do you think about the scenarios? Some examples you might think the scenarios might have played out throughout history. And if you want to hear more topics about the KGB and about disinformation as a whole. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.